Hey there, YouTube people, internet people. It's a beautiful, bright, sunshiny day outside, but I'm inside because I feel like it. After this, I think I'm going to go on a nice walk, enjoy myself, get a little sunshine and a little bit of exercise. Probably just walk a couple miles, you know. I'm trying to get back in shape. I'm trying to get my teeth correct. Trying to get them whitened. I don't know why I'm sharing this with the world, but I am. It is what it is. Today, this is 2 Brash Broadcasts in a day, which it's a landmark event. That never happens. Today, I am going to run through this video that I just found. Apparently, this killer nuked somebody, killed somebody 40 years ago and gets caught. Now, I can't imagine what that life is like, waking up every day for 40 years going, oh my God, I could be in trouble at any moment. What did I do? It's the paranoia level. I just can't imagine it, and I just wanted to go over it. This is nuts to me. So, without further ado, let's get right into it.
Hey, how are you today? Jerry, my name's Matt. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, I'm with the Cedar Rapids Police Department.
Oh, yeah.
This is JD.
Hi.
He's with me. Hey, can we chat with you for a second about a case we're working on?
Sure.
Oh.
This is Jerry Burns.
Jerry Burns. Jerry Burns and his cat. Well, I know he's a murderer, and this is from back in the day, 2018, which really isn't that long ago, but
A quiet Iowa businessman.
the kids would say
a husband, a father
Right?
of 3. And for nearly 40 years, no one ever suspected him of murder. In December of 1979, 18-year-old Michelle Martinko was brutally killed in the parking lot of a shopping mall in Cedar Rapids, Iowa.
Why?
The case terrified a city and then went cold.
Michelle Martinko, is that something you've ever heard of?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you see it in the paper or anything like that?
No.
For decades, the police had no
Yeah, so you just kill somebody in a parking lot. I hope they establish a motive here, because that's weird. Yeah, that's weird to just kill somebody. Unalive somebody, I guess I'm supposed to say. I really don't know what the YouTube rules are. Like, saying unalive is somehow better than murder. Well, this one's burned.
suspect, no fingerprints, and no answers.
I'm on the naughty
Boyfriends
list.
were blamed. Innocent lives were shadowed by suspicion, and the real killer lived freely, untouched, convinced he had gotten away with it. But time changes everything.
Yes, it does.
Science evolves. And when traditional policing fails, sometimes it only takes one piece of forgotten evidence and one detective who refuses to let go.
What's really wild is it looks like this dude just had a life. How do you kill somebody in a parking lot and then just, hey, how's it going, everybody? What'd you do this weekend? That blows my mind. I mean, this guy reminds me of people that I work with.
To bring a killer back into the light. This is the story of how a murder hidden for nearly half a century was finally exposed,
Hell
and
yeah.
how the past came back to claim its truth.
You're going to jail. Next crime. Yes, we will subscribe. Cedar Rapids, huh? I've heard of
On
it.
December 19, 1979, Michelle Martino was an 18-year-old high school senior. Impossible to miss, with big blonde hair and a presence that stood out. Friends and family
Pretty
say
lady.
she was striking, smart, and deeply kind.
The one video of her.
After attending
Having your video taken in the 70s was an expensive event. Not everybody got to be on camera.
her choir banquet, Michelle went to the newly opened Westdale Mall with friends. She left shortly before it closed at 10 p.m. In the dark parking lot, someone snuck up, opened her door, and stabbed her 29 times.
What the fuck? I was thinking that this was like, oh, you know, he killed somebody like as an accident, like he ran somebody over. This guy, like, that's some passion rage crime. Give the video a like, a Duchlio, and let's keep going.
Michelle Martinko wasn't targeted for who she was. She was targeted because she was there. Investigators looked at several possible motives. Robbery? No. Her
Nope.
purse and valuables were left behind. Sexual assault? No, the autopsy confirmed she was not sexually assaulted. With no theft and no sexual assault,
So it's just a senseless killing. So I'm wondering if this is the only one, or is this guy a serial killer? Let's watch.
the attack appeared random, a tragic encounter that would confound investigators for decades.
It's a lot of fucking blood.
She was stabbed and cut a total of 29 times.
It looks personal.
Yeah.
It's a lot of stab wounds. It's overkill.
In the hours after Michelle Martinko was murdered, police were working with almost nothing. No witnesses, no clear motive, no obvious suspect. So investigators did what they always do first. They looked at the people closest to her. Michelle had been dating, and detectives began working through her relationships one by one.
These poor
One
guys.
former boyfriend, Mike Wyrick, was questioned early, but he was more than 100 miles away at college and was quickly ruled out. That narrowed the focus.
Imagine you're just chilling, and you get a phone call, and this woman that you're dating and you're interested in, she's gone. And they're like, did you do it? And now you got to prove to people that you're not some sort of monster that kills pretty ladies, you know? Whew. I wonder if that guy's still around today.
Andy Siddell was Michelle Martinko's most recent boyfriend, and they had broken up not long before her death. Friends
Shit.
described Andy as possessive, and in a case like this, that immediately raised concern.
Yep.
Andy told police that after the mall closed, he went straight home. His mother confirmed he was there that night. Police scrutinized Andy closely, but despite the suspicion, they couldn't place him at the scene.
Yeah.
His alibi held.
Well, because he didn't do it.
After
As we
Michelle
know.
Martinko's murder, investigators chased every lead, questioning friends, family, and anyone connected to her. But as the years passed, clues ran out. By 1986, the case had gone cold, leaving both investigators frustrated and Michelle's family desperate for answers. Decades of uncertainty followed, with the community haunted by a murder that seemed unsolvable.
So wild.
Michelle's parents never lived to see justice. Her father, Albert Martinko, died in 1995, 16 years after her murder. Her mother, Janet, followed in 1998, nearly 2 decades before an arrest was ever made. They spent the rest of their lives searching for answers they never found. They died never knowing who killed their daughter.
The
In
sweet,
2005, a new
sweet justice that we're going to witness, ladies and gentlemen, from this. You know, I feel so terrible already. I don't even know if this is a good idea for a video anymore. Maybe nobody will watch it. I don't know, man. This is bad, like all around.
stepped in to take another look at Michelle's case. Led by Detective Doug Larison, a seasoned investigator who had grown up in Cedar Rapids and never stopped thinking about Michelle Martinko's murder. Larison went back through the preserved evidence, including Michelle's dress and the blood-soaked gear shift from her car. With advances in DNA technology,
Here we
he decided
go.
to send those old samples for modern testing. The results were striking. They produced a male DNA profile, something investigators had never had before. For the first time in decades, the case had something real, a biological lead.
There we go. There we
With a male
go.
DNA
Praise
profile finally in
science.
hand, investigators moved fast. They entered it into CODIS, the National DNA Database. But CODIS only works if the person is already in the system.
Right.
There was no match. So police tested
You know,
people
it makes me think of that scene in Superbad where they were like, oh, man, we thought there was a semen database. Turns out that's not a thing, but they do have something like that. You got to be already in the system, meaning that they take a biologic from you essentially anytime you're arrested, I would assume, right? Just fingerprints, probably not blood.
who had been suspects over the years. More than 100 local DNA samples were collected. One of them was Andy Siddell, Michelle's former boyfriend. The result was clear. Andy Siddell was cleared by DNA.
Yeah.
Once again, the case hit a wall.
I mean, that must have felt good for him to be like, yeah, I really didn't do it and I'm free of all the scrutiny.
By 2015, the investigation took a decisive turn. Matt Denlinger, the son of retired Cedar Rapids detective Harvey Denlinger,
Hell yeah.
began working closely with investigators to re-examine the case
Carry the
using
torch,
tools
dude.
that hadn't existed decades earlier. Working out of his office, Matt focused on the DNA itself.
This is sick.
Not just to find a match, but to understand who the DNA belonged to. Using DNA phenotyping, scientists analyzed the genetic profile and began to build a physical description of the suspect.
That's amazing.
The results suggested a white male with blonde hair and blue eyes.
That is amazing. So they can actually pin down what you look like now from DNA. Yeah, you're not getting away with shit. Don't kill people. Like you got to learn that here from the Brash show or whatever. You knew. But that looks like the guy from the beginning of the video. So they somehow did it with a computer.
Based on that data, multiple computer-generated sketches were created, offering investigators their first glimpse of what the killer might have looked like.
Yep.
But the real breakthrough came next. Through a public genealogy database called GED Match, investigators identified a distant relative connected to the DNA.
No shit.
A woman named Brandy Jennings. From there, genealogists began building a family tree, working backward through generations. That process narrowed the search to 3 brothers from Iowa. For the first time in more than 30 years,
That's
the
insane.
investigation wasn't chasing guesses. It was closing in on a family.
That is amazing that they can do that. So send your DNA to like find out, you know, what kind of person you are. Like, you know, I'm a mutt. You know, I'm Irish, I'm Polish, I'm a little Jewish, just a little bit. But yeah, these guys or somebody in this family was like, oh, let's find out, you know, where our lineage is from, and it ended up popping a killer. That's awesome, man. Let's see how this plays out.
After months of painstaking work building a family tree,
That's a nice
tracking
building.
potential relatives, investigators collected DNA from the 3 Iowa brothers most closely related to the blood found on Michelle Martinko. Only Jerry Burns matched. For
Holy
the first time
shit.
in over 40 years, the team had a living suspect linked to her murder.
That kind of looks like the guy.
On
How
December
did they
19,
do that? That's
2018,
incredible.
exactly 39 years after Michelle Martinko's murder, investigators went to Jerry Burns' business to confront him, a seemingly ordinary Iowa man with no criminal record. A husband, father, and local businessman,
And cat owner.
Burns had lived his life under no public suspicion until that day. Detective Matt Denlinger presented the DNA evidence linking him to the crime scene,
I wonder if he...
beginning the first
I
face-to-face
really
question.
hope that this explains why he did it. Did he just randomly pick it out? And if he did it to this one person, who else did he do it to? So far, this doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me. I hope we get some sort of explanation.
of the man whose blood had finally cracked this decades-old mystery.
I'm confused why they had a hidden camera. Like, why hide it?
Hey, how are you today? Jerry, my name's Matt. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, I'm with the Cedar Rapids Police Department.
Oh, yeah.
This is JD.
Hi. Hi.
He's me. Hey, can we chat with you for a second about a case we're working on?
Sure.
We got. We're following up on an old case. I don't know if you've heard it in the news at all. It's a homicide that happened at Westdale Mall.
That cat's a killer, too.
Michelle Martinko, is that something you've ever heard of?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you see it in the paper or anything like that?
No. Long time ago.
Long time ago. I get a business card, by the way. Well, I should probably give you.
Look at his face. You could see it dawning on him, like, oh boy, they somehow know. They somehow know it's me. I did it, and I'm gonna. Look at his face. Look at that mug. That is a guilty man.
What do you remember hearing about it?
It was a big deal.
A big deal. I mean, do you remember what happened?
Not exactly.
Like, do you remember who the victim was, anything like that?
Not really.
We had an article run in the paper the other day, and so we just got a bunch of new leads and stuff like that. People calling in, giving us tips and whatnot, stuff like that. Well, long story short, your name came up.
Strange.
Yeah.
That's strange, those pictures.
That's so weird that my DNA would match the blood or whatever happened in there. I have no idea. I don't even know where this accent comes from. But this guy is guilty.
I know.
Do I look like that?
Well, I kind of think you do a little bit.
Those are the only pictures you had? Those three?
Yeah.
Oh.
You'd know better than we would if you looked like that in 79.
Well, I don't think I ever looked like that. I was a good-looking guy.
I know going in that this is probably going to be a match.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why would that be?
39
is
years to the day,
We're not here on a
bro.
whim. We're here to confirm what we already know. I already collected some DNA from you that you got rid of before.
Yeah.
And so I'm telling you, Jerry, I already know that your DNA is going to match the DNA that we have on file.
Just what the heck I got rid of.
How would we get your DNA at the crime scene there, Jerry?
I don't know. Test it, see if it is.
No, we did. How would it be there, Jerry?
I don't know.
What happened that night?
Wait for the test to come back.
Jerry,
I don't think it did.
it did.
This guy is so shocked, but how do we know? I'm not an expert in this subject matter, so I really don't know. But this guy is saying, "Oh, we'll wait for the test to come back." Like, it's just not dawning on him that he's cooked. He's absolutely cooked. Way to go, Jerry!
I don't think so.
Okay. Did you murder someone that night, Jerry?
Test the DNA.
Jerry,
Test the DNA.
why did this happen, Jerry?
Test the DNA.
What happened?
You keep saying the same
I
thing.
don't know.
You
I was
don't.
not there that night.
We know you were there, but the why part is what we're not positive on.
No, we better prove I was there first.
Well, I don't think that's a problem.
Okay.
Okay. Or have any mental ups?
How would your DNA get there, Jerry? I mean, let's be real. Your DNA just doesn't magically float through the air and land in a car of a murder victim. How'd it get there, Jerry? I was making out with her, and then I left her there. Nothing makes sense, man.
Episodes in your life or anything like that where you can't remember?
I don't know.
His eyes are darting
I
back
might
and
have,
forth.
Can't think of the word where you hit your head. Concussion.
Burns seemed confused and defensive when shown the DNA linking him to Michelle Martinko's murder. He claimed he didn't know how his DNA got there and vaguely referenced blocking out traumatic events. The detectives emphasized the 1 in billions match, marking the
I forget things that scare me. I forget the bad things that I do, so I can't tell you. That's almost like admitting it, in a way. That's dumb, bro. This guy is cooked. I'm getting a weird sense of satisfaction. I felt so terrible at the beginning of this, and I'm like, why am I sharing this with the world and echoing this out further to all 20 people that'll see this over the course of 2 months? I have no idea, but I just love seeing people get their comeuppance. It pleases me. I want to see this guy go to jail. I hope this ends with him being convicted. Let's see.
first real breakthrough in over 40 years.
I think it's possible this happened and you're not remembering it. That's how I came to this conclusion.
I don't know. I'm sure something like that would be.
I just wonder if it's
Possible to block out.
Yeah, I think it would be possible. Blacked out.
Wow.
Possibly block
Turn this
out.
down a smidge because of the road noise.
Block out.
Block out. You think it might have blacked out?
No, I didn't say blackout. I said things. You block things out of your memories.
Oh, you block things out. I gotcha.
This is
39 years after Michelle Martinko was brutally murdered in a Cedar Rapids mall parking
wow.
lot,
They're not fucking
investigators finally arrested Jerry Burns, a seemingly ordinary Iowa man. For Michelle's family, it was
around. They got this guy in a in the Tyler Robinson anti-suicide. What is that? A smock? The anti-suicide smock? You're not killing yourself on our watch there, Jerry.
a long-awaited moment of relief. Decades of uncertainty and unanswered questions finally had an answer. Her parents, however, had passed away long before the killer was identified, never learning the truth. Their loss made the arrest bittersweet. For Burns' own family, a husband, father, and respected local businessman, the news was a devastating shock. They could not believe that someone they loved could be capable of such a horrific act. friends,
What's really horrific is the fact that he got away with it for as long as he did. I mean, he became an old man. He had a family, and now everybody who was in his life is punished by proxy. Like, if you love somebody and they did this, you know, I have a son. If he did this, I mean, he's my son regardless, but the pain that would bring me as a father if my son did that, you know, let alone if it's your dad. Imagine finding out that your dad did this.
neighbors in
Unbelievable.
the small Iowa community were equally stunned, as Burns had lived an unassuming life with no prior criminal record. When confronted with the DNA evidence in 2018, Jerry Burns never admitted to killing Michelle Martinko. He expressed confusion and claimed he didn't know how his blood ended up at the crime scene. He vaguely mentioned blocking out traumatic events, but he never confessed. Despite his denials, the DNA spoke for itself. The trial that followed was intense and emotional. Generations of Cedar Rapids residents, along with Michelle's friends and family, watched closely as the decades-old evidence, now reinforced by modern DNA testing, was presented in court.
What amazes me is that there were good police people, like the detective and then his son, who were so dedicated to justice that 2 generations of the family went after this to get justice. Respect, like big respect.
The jury deliberated and ultimately found Jerry Burns guilty. After more than 40 years, Michelle's friends, family, and the investigators who never gave up finally had closure. While nothing could undo the tragedy of her death, her life, her courage, and her memory remain at the heart of this story.
Oh, this was
A
during the
testament to
coronavirus.
persistence, science, and the unwavering pursuit of justice.
Why did he do it? And who else did he do it to?
I remember that night. I remember Michelle, her smile. The goodbye smile.
Oh my God. I feel really bad.
It's affected my entire life.
Did you ever ask the defendant directly if he committed the crime with which he's charged?
Yes, I did. I asked him directly I asked him, Jerry, did you do the crime? And he said, I can't talk about this.
Okay.
Do you recall a time, and this would be approximately with...
What the hell did this guy do? I stole a car. I got 3 years, and now I'm in jail with a guy who, you know, was on the run from the law in plain sight for 40 years.
Then the last month or since the beginning of the year or so.
Let me back it up. I'm sorry. I missed
He's
it.
charged?
Yes, I did. I asked him directly.
You asked him directly.
I asked him, Jerry, did you do the crime?
Did you
And he
do it?
said,
Do it,
I
Jerry.
can't talk about this.
Jerry.
Do you recall a time, and this would be approximately within the last month or since the beginning of the year or so, when you were playing pinochle with Mr. Burns and you kept beating him?
We're playing pinochle, Jerry.
Yeah, I remember that well because he had told me if I keep beating him in pinochle, he was going to have to take me to the mall.
Has Mr. Burns discussed with you his feelings regarding the potential outcome of his trial, or something he told to you about no matter what happens, what his feelings would be?
Yeah, he feels like no matter what happens in this case, that he wins because he had the opportunity to be out there with his family all these years.
Wow. Okay.
When was it, while you were living with Mr. Burns in the Lynn County Jail, did you decide that
I'm a rat, Jerry.
you were going to tell your lawyer?
I mean, good.
about
Maybe
what
he
Mr.
got some
Burns had
time
been
off
talking
for
about?
whatever he did.
I decided to approach my attorney after Mr. Burns made the comment about he was going to have to take me to the mall if I kept winning in pinochle. That's when that was it for
Why?
me.
Why was that the final straw?
It disgusted me.
Do you have a daughter?
Yes, I do.
How old is she?
She's 17.
What are you in jail for?
Jerry Burns was charged with first-degree murder. There were no additional charges, no sexual assault, No robbery, no other crimes connected. The evidence was clear.
He just
DNA
killed somebody?
placed him at the scene, and the jury agreed.
Who else did he kill?
Jerry Burns was found guilty, and the court handed down a life sentence.
I don't remember much of that day now. What I remember most are the 39 Christmases with our little family, diminished by one. And that year, 1979, Michelle's presents were unopened. We deeply regret that Michelle's dad and mom aren't here to know what their surviving daughter knows.
This makes me sad as shit.
That is Mr. Burns who took Michelle's life.
Being an
He will
empath.
forfeit his freedom forever.
It's tough.
We're thankful that she fought so hard. Michelle played a critical role in identifying her own killer. The defensive wounds on
So
her
I
neck-
want to do a search. Jerry Burns. Why did he do it? I guess where we're going to end is on this.
Prosecutors rested their case this morning in the trial of Jerry Burns.
This is
He
what
the
got
man
him.
accused of killing Cedar Rapids teenager
Like a
Michelle
Duccio.
Martinko.
Now, after finishing up, Burns' legal team then tried to have their client acquitted today in court, saying that the state failed to prove that Jerry Burns was even at the scene or that he acted with malice or intent. The judge, however, she denied that request.
KWW reporter Travis Breeze is live in Davenport right now with how a police investigator's third testimony helped the judge make her decision. Travis.
Ron and Abby, investigator Matthew Denlinger talked the jury through another video interview of him speaking with Jerry Burns. This one, a ride back to jail. Now, the prosecutors felt that what Burns didn't say in that video was just as important as what he did.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you.
Much of Jerry Burns's 2018 ride to the Lynn County Jail was filled with silence, as well as investigator Denlinger questioning him about the crime, trying to elicit a reaction.
Jerry, what? I said I gotta assume you thought at some point I'd show up.
Denlinger testified that during the car ride, Burns tried to change the subject, and that the only time Burns spoke about the 40-year cold case was telling Denlinger it'd be easy for the killer to block out the memory of murdering Michelle Martinko.
Because he felt
misheard-
cornered. That must have been why he did that. Because he felt cornered. That the police were actually onto him and that they knew what was going on, and he was trying to come up with some way where he could weasel out of it. Instead of just taking a breath and being like, all right, well, they only have the DNA. They don't have my motive. They don't know why. I mean, why? I don't understand why.
Him and thought he said he blacked out.
He made reference to blocking things out. You'll see in the video that I was not able to hear him very well, and I thought he was saying blackout, but he corrected me.
No, I didn't say blackout. I said you block things out of your memories.
Oh,
In the nearly hour-long ride, something Burns forgot to say was that they had the wrong guy.
Did he ever say to you, this must be some kind of mistake?
no.
That's weird. Yeah. They got
That
him.
omission was something that the judge did cite when delivering her denial of the defense's acquittal plea this morning, also reminding the courtroom that the court does view evidence in a light most favorable to the state in criminal cases since it has the burden of proof. Reporting live in Davenport, Travis Breeze, News 7 KWWL.
Travis, thank you. Now, a number of detectives have worked on this case in its more than 40-year history. Dinglinger took over in 2015. Now, the defense is expected to start presenting its case tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock.
There we go. That's that. That guy definitely did it. I mean, innocent people, they genuinely say, I didn't do that. It wasn't me. Please, there was some kind of mistake here. They don't go, oh, you know, people do that, and then they block out memories. Yeah, so that was what I wanted to take a look at. I'm floored that Like, why? Why would you do that to a person? I just don't understand it. I mean, if there was some sort of motive, like, oh, I wanted to date her and she went out with him instead of me, and I'm taking, like, I can put myself mentally in a place where I can kind of see why someone might act a certain way. With this, it just doesn't make any sense. It's like, oh, I just wanted to murder somebody and I chose her. It's fucking awful. And just the fact that he was walking around. Yeah. All right. Well, that's that. Let's see if Jerry Burns is still alive before I let you go here. Jerry. Yes, Jerry Burns, convicted of the 1979 murder of the 18-year-old Michelle Martinko, is still alive and serving a life sentence without parole in Iowa. As of May 2026, he is incarcerated at Anamosa State Penitentiary and is actively appealing his conviction, which will not happen. Rotten hell,